again. What?
I'm done with you.
Is this what I think it is? It is. That's the How crest burned into the wood right there. This is my grandfather's bow. Or rather, my grandfather was the last to use it. It was originally made for an ancestor during the Exalted Marches. Not broken. I heard that only a How can enable the enchantment. I remember finding it before Father sent me to the Free Marches. A shame for it to sit in storage. Thank you. It's good to have a part of my family's legacy again. Something to be proud of.
Yes. Going. And I'm off.
No. No, Adria. We have to help her. There must be some way. Adria. I'll do it.
Ooh, for me? Ooh!
You murdered a slew of Darkspawn there. Well, you hear the stories about you and the Wardens. But to see it firsthand... Well, I'm impressed. Anyway, it looks like the explosives caved this section in. I brought along Master Voldrick.
So, this is how you humans ply your stonecraft. Disgraceful, that is. What, this would barely last a few centuries. I wager these passages may go far enough to connect to the deep roads. We've my brother's bombs. But no, there's too many passages to block. This is a grave matter. If we don't shut these tunnels, the Darkspawn can attack from below again.
Andraste's blood, there are basement entrances throughout the keep. There's no way to defend against that.
Then we follow the tunnels and hope to find a single point to block off. Never you fear, lass. With the Warden's muscle and my stonecraft, we'll find a way.
We'll need some time, but as soon as we clear it, we'll let you know. Of course.
You don't always wear robes, do you?
Not when I'm naked, I don't.
I mean when you run from the circle. Robes would make you easy to spot.
So does the big I'm a mage sign around my neck. I like to make it easy for the Templars.
Ah, so that's how it's going to be.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this.
Commander, if you like, we could outfit your men. It wouldn't cost you anything, but some soldiers would have to guard the miners.
So I'm to make armor for all Amaranthine's rabble? Heren, you abuse me so, it's unconscionable.
Commander's orders.
Fine, I'll work. But I want a challenge one day. Something to sink my teeth into.
Samuel! Groundskeeper Samuel! Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. And Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive. Could we ask around the shops next time we're in Amaranthine? Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.
Oh, look at the cute little kitty. There was a mouser in the tower named Mr. Wiggums. Only company I had when the Templars locked me up. Miss that beast a lot sometimes. But I can't keep a cat. We fight Darkspawn for a living. I suppose. Well, I'll keep him just for a while, until I find somewhere safer. Is that okay with you, kitty? I'll call you Sir Pounce-a-Lot. You can stay in my pack. Just for a little while, yes?
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself. Hawk, show her. Hand over the gold. Now. Hawk, send her over. The money. Now. Defend yourselves, men.
All right.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumours about you do not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
Huh. Yes.
People talk about me stinking up the joint.
What are you on about now?
Cat piss. Little kitty there makes me want to vomit.
Don't listen to him, Sir Pouncelot. You smell just fine.
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage. Return to me when this is done.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
Looking for some company, honey pie? I'm always available for riveting conversations with fine women. Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first. Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this Darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it. No, I'm not sure. I didn't ask everyone, but if someone knew about it, they never said anything. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right, and as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the Darkspawn appeared. We got lucky. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook two screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but it sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a Darkspawn pit, here it is. Make her bless you.
Why won't you let us in? The Darkspawn are coming!
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
But they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look, we let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make us spit on you, you heartless bastard!
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. Thank you. I will make this quick.
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested. Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Greetings, could I interest you in, Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
Now, let's see. Which one first?
You shouldn't have.
Who's the pretty kitty? Yes, you are.
Oh, right.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square. Yes, that much is clear. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organisation. You have my promise.
And I'm off.
Oh, right. Yes.
You seem rather attached to that cat, Sanders.
It's more that he's rather attached to me. Isn't that right, Bouncer?
How amusing! going.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? Well, yeah, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
Oi, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages. Word of advice, don't let him sweet-talk you. He's very good at that.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. Do I detect a note of jealousy? Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. What's to stop the Chantry from deciding mages and the Grey Wardens are apostates too? I want to be sure they can't ever find me again. Ever. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Shall we get a move on?
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think they'll sell some to me?
Hubert hates you.
That's a no, then.
And I'm off.
I got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see? It's bleeding and there's pus and everything.
No! What can I get for you, friend? What? Did they put you up to this? Huh. If they can get the Warden Commander to do their dirty work, they can afford to pay me more. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Something I can do for you, friend? And who are you supposed to be that's asking? An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Huh.
By my ancestors, this is a one...
You just watch. Once I get another ale.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. Said he was tracking some Darkspawn, one particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those Darkspawn. Acting obvious, like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? No, he took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room. My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
But Andraste could call on the Maker.
That would be cheating. Are you calling Andraste a dirty cheater?
She cheated on her husband, didn't she?
Oh, right. And I'm off. Huh.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
The mages will never be free. The Chantry would never allow it. Our only hope for survival is to show them we can be trusted. Don't you remember what happened to the Circle in Ferelden? Do you want to give the Templars another excuse to call for the culling of all mages? This change cannot be forced. This discussion will get us nowhere. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
And I'm off. Yes.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and Maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
Is anywhere safe? Anywhere at all?
The sins of man brought the blight to us. It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed this.
And I'm off. Oh, right.
So, you're a How.
Do you have a point, Mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the Hows. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Oh, it's shameful how long it took me to come up with that.
Lizard eyes. Perhaps a heart. Lizard eyes. Perhaps a heart.
What? What? Go away!
I'd run if I were you!
Yes. And I'm off.
Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
All right.
You bloody bastard! You won't catch me!
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes.
I think that's where the phylacteries are. It's probably guarded.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel! I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back, once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
You're back. Have you any news?
Greetings, Warden Commander. I see you've undertaken some of the jobs posted on our board here. I knew you looked helpful. It is so good to see you well, Commander.
By the power in my blood, you will suffer for what you have done to my apprentices!
Yes! And I'm off.
Repent and have faith, and you shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
Got them all. Rest in peace.
All right. Yes. And I'm off. All right.
Too slow!
Yes.
No!
Any luck with the smugglers? That house has been locked up for years. To think that all this time it's been hiding the entrance. There will surely be someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key. If you can find a way into the hideout, the smugglers won't have a chance. Good luck, Commander.
Let's wipe them out quickly.
I'll show you why mages are feared!
Going. Huh.
I'll do it. Your wish is my command.
Where do I go? Alright, I'm game. I'm on. Yes.
We'll be right up.
We have done well.
Oh, right.
I heard about you. You were giving some of my boys trouble, weren't you? Well, it ends. Here. I heard about you. You were giving some of my boys trouble.
Yeah, you like that?
And I'm off.
We have done well.
Oh, right.
Anything to report? The city of Amaranthine owes you a great debt. Thank you, Commander.
Going. And I'm off.
You don't actually think your jokes are funny, do you?
Could have sworn that fly was buzzing again.
Har! Let me tell you about my life in one word.
Oh no, don't take me back to the tower. I'm far, far too delicate.
I'm not only a dwarf, I'm a moron. Listen to me fart.
Oh no, big Templar man. What are you going to do with that sword?
Ew.
Don't play with fire unless you want to get burned, son.
He hung himself. Oh, Karen, why couldn't you have told me?
What can I get for you, friend? What? Did they put you up to this? Huh. If they can get the Warden Commander to do their dirty work, they can afford to pay me more. Is there anything else I can do for you? Come back soon.
And I'm off.
No guards? Maybe they don't want to draw attention to the cache. Could we be that lucky?
Yes.
Yeah? That looks fine indeed.
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ah, yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. So far, yes. I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! King Alistair allowed my conscription.
The Chantry's authority supersedes the Crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising. The Grey Wardens have ever been a haven for criminals and Maleficar. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I wasn't planning on running away from the Wardens. I've no idea whether you believe that. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
Oh, right.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, of course.
I don't suppose you've reconsidered? Coin comes and goes, but dwarven walls never fall. It will be, Warden. Good luck to anyone who tries to breach these walls. Ha!
Were you there when my father was killed?
Don't go digging in the dust for things laid to rest. It does no one any good.
Whatever people say about him, he was still my father. And I just want to know if he suffered.
I'm not the person to ask.
Very well, Ogren. Evade the question.
The men are still clearing the rubble in the basement. They'll be finished soon.
I'm off.
Margaret wins again.
Can't have anyone telling people what we did.
How amusing! Oh, time to play.
Oh, right.
And I'm off.
I fell down a flight of stairs once. They looked much like this particular set of stairs.
Women are drawn to you when you play with that cat.
Like moths to a flame. Women like it when men show affection for small, fuzzy, defenseless beings. Like you.
Yeah, stupid mage. Every time I pull something out of my robes, the women just flee.
Oh, right.
looks fine indeed.
Well, that was close. For a moment there, I thought I was really about to join the Legion of the Dead. I might have cracked a rib, but it's hard to be sure. Everything hurts. No, I'm fine. I just need to catch my breath. Anyway, I can't chat for long. I should probably go back, as foolish as that sounds, see if there's anything I can do. The old fortress of Calharol. There's something going on there. I think the Darkspawn are breeding an army. The Legion went to investigate, but Calharol proved too much for us. It was a massacre, and now I'm the only one left. When I saw my friends cut down, I got scared. I fled. The Darkspawn have changed. They're smart now. They destroyed the Legion. I saw them taking some of the women, and I wasn't about to stick around for that. There are many things much worse than death, and birthing Darkspawn day and night is probably the worst. But if the Darkspawn are really breeding an army, I can't stay here. I have to do something. Ah, that's convenient. The ancestors must have had a hand in this. I'll show you where Calharol is. Safety in numbers, yes? Excellent. With your help, destroying this nest is no longer impossible. Merely improbable.
Oh, an optimist then.
Let's not waste time. Calharol awaits, and Darkspawn, when left to their own devices, get up to all kinds of nonsense.
Andraste's blood.
Yes.
come here often.
No, I've never been this close to the surface.
Well, you're welcome to come with me anytime. Anytime.
I'm sorry, what?
The name's Ogren, by the way. But the ladies pronounce it Ogren.
Huh. For me? Oh, wow! For me? Oh, wow! Oh, how nice!
Is there some great ceremony when someone joins the Legion of the Dead?
It's called a funeral.
Right, but is it boring and somber like a regular funeral? I mean, you're not burying anyone.
This is true. Dwarven funerals involve a great deal of ale and singing. Then there's an orgy.
What? You're kidding!
Of course I'm kidding. I don't know much about Calharal, except what the others from the Legion told me. It used to be important. A center of learning for the Smithcast. When the fortress was lost, a lot of what the Smiths had learned was lost with it. They've never built anything quite like Calharal since.